Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Timothy here with Mana Rocks, and it's Wednesday, so I'm going to play a little bit of Brawl today. Trying out kind of a, I guess, underpowered commander, Sir Faren the Hengehammer. This is your double green 2/2. When it attacks, it gives another creature power and toughness equal to Sir Faren's power. So it's going to be a pretty straightforward deck. We're mono green first off, so we have to play all green cards. Second off, we're going to be playing pump spells like Giant Growth, and there's a couple other ones in here. Titanic Growth is in here, so on and so forth, right? I didn't even know Titanic Growth was still standard legal, but there it is. It's probably in some sort of supplementary product or in some sort of nonsense bonus pack. Who knows why Titanic Growth is still legal, but it's going to be a pretty straightforward deck. We hopefully get Sir Faren out quick. We hopefully get some other creature to pair it with, and we basically start bashing. I don't know how we beat, like, good decks, but we're not here to try and beat good decks. We're here to just kind of experiment with different commanders, and I think Sir Faren doesn't get a lot of love. It might be rightfully so. There's not a lot to talk about with this deck, straightforward. It is basically just, good green cards. You have some of the powerful green hitters like Nissa, who shakes the world, the Great Henge. You got some of the really good Hydras like Gargos and Voracious Hydra. Stone Coil Serpent, just a card I tend to like quite a bit. And then there's not a lot of removal in mono green, but you also get things like Band Together. I don't think I put Rabid Bite in here. No, but there is like Season of Growth as kind of a card advantage machine. Same with Keeper of Fables. Green really lacks card advantage, so I kind of look for green ways to make sure that we can draw extra cards. Here's an interesting one that I don't think a lot of people have seen. Gnarlback Rhino is a 4-mana 4/4 trample, and whenever you target it with a spell, you draw a card. So it's very similar to kind of like Season of Growth kind of stuck onto a creature. I thought that one was kind of neat. Not sure where it came from. Again, probably like Planeswalker deck or something like that, but it's a cool card. Also, Okame Adversary. But just kind of scanning the deck real quickly, you get the game plan pretty easily. It's just green cards. Very soft to board wipes. I do like Veil of Summer if you're going to go mono green. It does have the potential to be a dead card, but it is very, very potent when you do play it against blue and or black cards. I expect to lose a lot with this deck, but hopefully we can win our die rolls, get out a big aggressive start, and maybe smash some people. So who knows how this is going to go. I'm excited to try it out. Again, before we get into some matches, let me know if you appreciate the Brawl content. If you want to see a specific commander, you can leave that suggestion in the comments below, and I'll do my best to build a deck around that commander. And yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content. Find us on Twitter at MTG_ManaRocks. Let me know what you think of the new intro. I didn't make, like, I kind of scrapped it together, right? I don't have a lot of experience with these sorts of things, so I just kind of like picked some music and a background and the logo and kind of stuck it all together. So if that's doing it for you, let me know. If it's kind of dorky and weird, let me know that too. It won't hurt my feelings. But let's go and play some Brawl. Sir Faren the Hengehammer. See you in round number 1. All right, welcome in. We're playing against someone who wants to play on easy mode with Niv Mizzet. Look, if you want to win Brawl constantly, you can play Niv Mizzet. It's extremely good. Shift in Ceratops is probably very, very good against this opponent, but we have 2 lands, nothing to play before turn 2, and we can't even get this adversary, so I'm going to take my free mole. Once Upon a Time's nice. We have the Ceratops still. Yeah, I mean, I guess we always have our turn 2 Sir Faren, so that's something. And again, I mention this every time I play Once Upon a Time, but you should draw first before you use your Once Upon a Time. I'm almost always going to cast on turn 1 because I have Golden Goose in my deck. And I would like to play that Golden Goose on turn 1. Ooh, that Veil of Summer might have been nice this match. See if our opponent has the Shock. Doesn't look like it. Let you read. But good old Niv Mizzet here. Basically 6 mana, win the game. And every time they ramp into it, just feels bad. We're going to try and get this Shift in Ceratops down as quick as possible and just start bashing. We can actually kill it with Band Together, too, if we get enough big creatures on board. So it's not like all hope is lost. Night Veil Sprite. Wasn't expecting that one. This is the one that when it attacks, you surveil 1. Also, my opponent's missing a land drop, so there is hope. There is hope. Let's see. So I can attack for 4 here, and the opponent concedes. I guess I was taking too long. I probably play Ceratops there, right? And then we just press the advantage. Our opponent missed a land drop. So that, my friends, is a pro tip in how to beat Niv Mizzet Perrin is have your opponent miss land drops and get off to a good start. Once Upon a Time hitting the goose there was just super nice. Just, oh, it feels so good. All right, let's play a real match. Match number 2 coming up. All right, welcome back, welcome back. We're against Tajik. Okay, this is an interesting one. I like when people play not Niv Mizzet. I'm going to keep this hand for sure. We don't know how good Harpooner is, but I'm assuming a Tajik deck is going to play some number of aggressive flyers. So having the Harpooner seems kind of nice. Command Tower, Law Rune Enforcer, sure. Not the most aggressive card they could have played. Shift in Ceratops is probably just okay against this opponent. If they kill Sir Faren, that's fine. Like, I don't need Sir Faren to win this game, although a lot of the deck is built around Sir Faren. Big creatures seem like they could be just good in general. I'm going to go ahead and go to combat, see if my opponent wants to just tap Sir Faren here. It's 2 mana, right? No, 1 mana. Okay. Tap that down. We could get hit for a decent amount next turn, but I guess I'm supposed to just play the Harpooner and threaten the block. Yeah, because we're going to play 4 drops and 5 drops the following turns if we can. So just, I'm not going to have an opportunity to play the Harpooner here. And if my opponent just flashes in, not flashes in, but casts Tajik and attacks, I want to be able to block it. I don't want to give him just that free damage, right? Probably playing something else, though, I imagine. Oh, no, Tajik's getting in there. Are they willing to trade Tajik off for Kral Harpooner to put a counter on their Law Rune Enforcer? I'm not sure. Yeah, they want to. They can't give it first strike. All right. Sounds like a plan to me. Ooh, if I can get Great Henge down. All right, well, we drew a colorless land, but that's actually fine. I think, let's see, if I go Ceratops this turn and it survives, that's -5 on the Great Henge. Potentially more if I play Sir Faren. I'm going to play Mobilize District. This is the one that can become a 3/3. Yeah, my goal here is to get the Great Henge down as quick as possible. I am going to probably just play Shift and Ceratops. And if they're focused on like white removal, pacifism type effects, then Ceratops is going to be good. Ceratops is just better, though. I'm still going to play it. It's just if it survives and I get to play the Great Henge, I think I'm just doing fantastic this game. There's a good chance my opponent just like plays something and then uses their mana to tap down the Ceratops so I can't hit them. And that's okay, too. I mean, I guess they could like Lava Coil it. They could just kill the Ceratops. But that was going to be true of any creature I play here, right? Lots of red-white removal, Justice Strike, Prison Realm. Giant Killer is actually a really annoying one. Opponent has no interest in blocking. Alright, I'm going to play this Keeper of Fables. Could also play Ronus. But I'm going to play the Keeper. And unfortunately, that's not going to draw me a card because Sir Faren is a human. But it does seem like pretty good creature. My opponent missed a land drop as well. Giant Killer is just naturally great against our deck. A lot of the red removal can't actually kill Keeper of Fables. But we'll see what happens here. Pass the turn, nice. So we can go Henge, and that'll be turn, but that puts us in an amazing position next turn. What's the worst thing they can have? I guess let's go to combat, because they might use their mana. No, they're not tap. Oh, yeah, they're going to tap down Kitty Cat. And I am going to jam with Sir Faren here. And let's play the Henge. I guess they could have artifact removal, but Henge just seems fantastic here. Ooh, actually, you know what I could have done? I could have played the Banner first, which would have made this a 5-power creature, right? And then I would have had 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I could have played the Henge there and had the Heraldic Banner. Alright, opponent decides they cannot beat the Great Henge. Extra mana, extra card draw, extra life per turn. They're missing land drops. Did seem like a pretty aggressive attack with that Tajik, but they might not have had anything else to play. We're just kind of getting more luck sack draws against people who aren't drawing lands than really showcasing what our deck can do. But, I mean, turn 6 Great Henge is still a good card, so... Anyway, let's run it back. Let's see if we can get some actual Sir Faren action going on. Match 3 coming right up. All right, we're back. We're on the draw against Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Very powerful card. I expect sweepers. I expect anything to be in control colors to be a tough matchup for us. But we do have a 3/3, 2/2. We can deal some damage here. Ooh, Field of the Dead. That does not help them cast a Nicol Bolas on time. So I'm cool with it. Unfortunately, Occam Adversary, again, not coming down for 2 mana this game. But we'll live with it. Let's go and make Purple Fox. Yeah, they always have the Signet. You know, I might have forgotten to put the Signet in this deck now that I think about it. Castle Garenbrig's a fine draw here. We're going to go ahead and lead with Barkhide Troll. I wonder if their deck's like built around Field of the Dead or something. Well, they got the commander start. God Eternal Kefnet. Alright, never mind. Opponent's got much better cards than we do. They're doing that just play all the good mythics thing. But you know what? This is fine. Everything's fine. I think Sir Faren's my best bet. And hopefully they don't spike a removal spell. Okay, they didn't, so they're not going to Kefnet us. They can cast Bolas next turn. They're going to kill creature, enter the God Eternals. Yeah, we're definitely not winning this game. They're off to way too good of a start, and they're doing the just play powerful spells type thing. Mythic, rare, right? We played a Barkhide Troll. Okay. I could play backup. Killing Kefnet doesn't get too far. I guess we'll go ahead and play it out, but I don't have high hopes for this. If they hadn't hit Signet, maybe we'd be fine. Alright. I've seen enough. They have double Price of Fame in hand. We'll call it quits there. We're not going to beat the all removal, all mythic rare deck, right? Yeah, that Signet, very good. They probably kept a hand with Signet in it, so it's not like they kept a bad hand. They probably kept a fine hand, but just started off with a colorless land. Kind of interesting that they're even playing Field of the Dead, though. I'm not sure why you would play that if your commander's so mana intensive, but who knows. Let me actually check real quick, because Arcane Signet should be in our deck. We did not put an Arcane Signet in our deck. Interesting. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe it's better than some other ramp effect. I'm going to go ahead and just eschew it because we haven't put it in there. So we'll continue playing, but this will be round 4 coming up. All right, welcome back. We've got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. We're against Kiora Behemoth Beckoner, so ramp and big creatures is the name of the game. We're going to keep, especially on the play, and go and make a 1/1 here. And then Harpooner, we have no real expectation of whether they're going to have flyers or not, so that's actually probably better. I was going to say we'll run it out if we have nothing else to do. We have Sir Faren, though. That's actually smarter. Let's play Sir Faren. Keep forgetting I have a 2-drop commander. I would ideally like to hold on to Kraul Harpooner as long as possible, just because we do have the potential to kill other creatures here. We are going to need to draw a land next turn, though. So I guess we're just attacking with this and playing Lovestruck Beast. Opponent's going to get Kiora out next turn. Actually, I might be fine just trading off Sir Faren here. Deal 3 damage, eat their mana dork. That seems fine. Opponent might not block it. They might need their Paradise Druid. Lovestruck Beast coming down. Can only attack if I control a 1/1 creature. Doesn't matter if the 1/1 gets pumped after attacks or not. Alright, so here comes Kiora. And untap a land, play a spell, sure. Incubation Druid. Okay, so just tons of ramp. Alright, that was pretty good. What do we want to do with it is the question. I could play Gruul Beastmaster, and then we can stack triggers in such a way that we can kill Kiora here. So yeah, we play this. We give it haste. And we attack this here. Oh, okay. Well, opponent conceded because we're going to kill Kiora. So the way it works, I would actually have to go into the settings and change it so that I can stack my triggers manually. But you put Sir Faren's trigger on the stack first and target something. And then you put Gruul Beast Caller's effect on the stack, triggering Sir Faren. It's basically the same effect, but you give Sir Faren +2/+2, and then Sir Faren gives the other thing +4/+4, and you just deal a bunch of damage. But that was a really good start from us. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, and unfortunately, opponent conceded before we could really show how much damage we were about to do there. Spectral Sailor. All right, I mean, we're off to a good start, right? We'll play a couple more matches. You kind of get the gist of the deck, right? I'm still hoping to get, that big, like, Titanic growth swing or something like that. But they've been quick, straight to the point, and I've had 3 opponents concede very early, and I've had 1 person just completely crush me. So let's see what match 5 brings us coming up right now. All right, we are back against Corvold. Very powerful commander. We do have the fabled turn 1 Goose into maybe Jang. Probably not Jang, though. Jang is very good with Sir Faren, but we're probably going to go Goose into Sir Faren into, like, Vivian or something along those lines. I'm going to keep... I'm not sure Wildborn Preserver is very good here. I would probably replace this with the Arcane Signet, or Tome of Legends is a card that I would want for this deck. A Brawl-specific card that I kind of completely forgot about. You can look that one up. Tome of Legends. Very good with cheap commanders that want to attack. So, Corvold, they're probably going to play some tap lands to start off with. That is correct. And we're going to go ahead and just play our 2 drop and pass. Nah, no Goose attack. No Goose attack. This isn't Huatley. Alright, so we've got our colors online. We've got us some ramp. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and play... I think, yeah, we can just play Jang here and attack for, what, 6? That means my opponent can't just block either. So we attack with Sir Faren. Sir Faren gives the Goose +3/+3. Bam. Of course, if they kill Sir Faren, then this looks a little bit worse. Burglar Rat. Alright, well, that's one way to get rid of a Preserver. I do think maybe I'm supposed to just get rid of Mobilized District anyway. Or Forest. Mobilized District has some value. Burglar Rat. Interesting. Attack in my hand. I mean, they can play a Corvold next turn. We're going to play a Vivian. And we're going to plus and put 2 counters on Sir Faren. We're going to minus here. They can attack Zheng Yangu if I minus it. That's probably fine. Ooh, actually, you know what I can do is have Vivian just fight this Leafkin Druid. But then they can kill Vivian. Let's see. I can put 3 counters here and attack for 12. They chump with Burglar Rat, but then they can't kill Vivian. Yeah, that's probably right to just plus here. Let's go 1, 2, submit, submit. Basically all eggs, 1 basket here. Put a +1 counter on Sir Faren. And get in there. 6-8 in the air. Opponent takes 12. And let's see what happens here. I mean, casting Corvold isn't going to do it because Vivian can just fight Corvold. Or rather, can have Sir Faren fight Corvold. So if they have a removal spell for Sir Faren, then they get to kill Vivian. Okay, so looks like they're going to kill Vivian. Oh, rather, they're going to kill Zheng Yangu. To the command zone, please. Alright, Burglar Rat's probably going to take Zheng down, I assume. And, well, would not have minded another land. I can take Vraska down, though. So that's not too bad. My opponent's at 8, so this is 2 damage. This is 5 damage. I can just go 5 to the face here. Actually, let's go plus. And I think I'm just going to attack them. This means they can't cast Corvold next turn. Otherwise, I can just go boom, fight. I mean, they can cast Corvold, right? How many sacks do they have? They have 1, 2 sacks. We're going to have a second creature here. Is it better to just play Sir Faren? Or, like, flash in the Wildborn Preserver? The real question is, do I attack Vraska? I think I'm just going to go ahead and hit Vraska here. Because that gives them an extra sacrifice, more cards, more counters. And then I'm going to play, I guess, Wildborn Preserver. Sir Faren's... No, let's play around a potential board wipe here with this Wildborn Preserver. I do have Mobilized District as well. I forgot about that. So let's see. Burglar Rat's going to attack Vivian. Or attack me. I guess. Maybe they're killing Vivian. Like a murderous rider or something. Spark Harvest. So Bone Splinters, essentially. I mean, this is fine. Vivian's very good, and it's one of my outs to kill in Corvold. But you know what also kills Corvold? Ugin. So this isn't that bad. Let's go and flash in a 2/2. And unfortunately, this costs the full 4 right now. I don't have any legendary creatures or planeswalkers. Land is good. That means I can cast Ugin right now, or I could jam for 2 in the air and play Sir Faren. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I think having the surprise factor of Ugin's nice. Again, the non-human thing kind of sucks here. I can't dump extra mana into it. But let's go ahead and attack with just Gilded Goose. I don't want to get hit by some sort of dumb pump spell or something like that if I attack with the Preserver. And then I'm going to play Sir Faren and pass. And we could get got pretty hard by a sweeper, I suppose. I don't know what sweepers they could have here. I guess a flame sweep or something along those lines. They've got something end of turn. Assassin's Trophy? Okay. I'm actually okay with that. I mean, that's one less card we have to worry about in their hand. It does take away a potential attacker, so it kind of makes sense, but I don't actually go down on mana. Ooh, Finality, of course. So that's going to kill this. I can Giant Growth to keep one of my creatures alive. Probably just Sir Faren. Or I could keep the Gilded Goose alive and just keep hitting in the air. And hope that... Yeah, I think keeping the Gilded Goose alive at this point is probably better. Oh, this isn't going to die. Yeah, that definitely... I forgot their Leafkin Druid would not die. Alright, Sir Faren back to the command zone. So now I can attack for 3, or attack for a bunch. This actually doesn't get me any more damage this turn, but it's fine. It means they now have to deal with a Nissa as well. They're at 4 life. If Nissa survives, I can play Ugin, and if they have to use resources to kill Nissa, I do have the resources to play my own Ugin. Yeah, here goes the Field of the Dead again. I mean, it's a great card. I don't think Corvold's going to get them out of this, though, with me having this Ugin in hand. They do have 2 mana still available. Don't think that's going to be enough. Ooh, Shift in Ceratops as well. Well, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Ugin this Corvold. There's a good chance they just concede if they don't have anything. Destroy target permanent. That has 1 or more colors. Corvold certainly has 1 or more colors. And then we'll go ahead and turn another thing into a creature. And I can attack with both. They have to go... If they have nothing in hand, they have to go block, block. So they can't actually double block and kill one of my lands. And then post-combat, I have Sir Faren that I'm just going to play here. Six mana. 2/2. 6 mana, 2/2. Alright, Once Upon a Time. That could find him something good. They need like a Massacre Girl or something. Ooh, reveal. Yeah, that... I mean, that gives them 2 blockers, right? They play Evolving Wilds, they get a zombie, they crack it, they get another zombie, but it doesn't really stop us. And again, those zombies have to kind of go across, right? Block, block, block. I have lethal on board with just my Goose. Ooh, Ugin. So Ugin's going to hit my Goose. I think they're still dead, though. Ugin could hit Nissa. I guess, no. I mean, they could attack here. Great Henge. Pretty disgusting. So they're just dead, right? Because I go Shift in Ceratops. Might as well +1. Okay, Adversary, of course. Yeah, they can't survive this turn. Give this thing haste and trample with that mana, untap, make another 3/3, and then all of this stuff is attacking. Alright, that was pretty good. Pretty good start, I would say, from us. Just get that damage in there, put a bunch of counters on Sir Faren. That is exactly what this deck wants to do, but yeah, all eggs, one basket, right? You should expect Sir Faren to die and then maybe have a backup plan. Mono Green doesn't have much of a backup plan, but that's what we want to do with the deck. That was what we designed it to do, is get it up and then, I guess, bash in with a Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose did, like, 20 damage that game. Alright, let's play one more. We'll call it a wrap. This is going to be a really short video, but we've played 5 matches in the span of, like, 25 minutes or something like that. So we'll play one more, and we'll just call it a short video. So let's see what happens. Match 6 coming up. All right, we are back. We are unfortunately on the draw. Yarick scares me, not just as a card, but as a deck. Although people do build it in a bunch of different ways, so it's always interesting to see whether they go the elemental route or what have you. But they just have access to some of the best cards in Standard, given the color combination, green, blue in particular. No Arcane Signet? No, they always have the Mana Dork, though. That is the advantage to green, is you always get these Mana Dorks. This turn, I can go... I could play Sir Faren, but it doesn't have great attacks. I think I'm better off just probably ramping myself here. Next turn, I can play Heraldic Banner into Sir Faren if I want to do that. This is Rabid Bite, right? Not Fight. So yeah, our goal is to somehow get a creature that's big enough for this Vivien to kill Yarick. We would need a 5-power creature. Oh, they have the Signet. So we're going to have a turn 3 Yarick on our hand. Ooh, but they might be missing a land drop. Otherwise, it makes sense to kind of keep Fibblethip until after Yarick has hit the board. Ooh, Pelt Collector right on time. Good job, Pelt Collector. Alright, so we go Banner and then Sir Faren. Makes sense. We could also go Pelt Collector, Sir Faren, and just not have the banner on board. Gives us 2 2/2s. We're not gonna have this this Yarick killer. Oh, actually, we could go Giant Growth Vivien though. So yeah, that should be enough. We go Banner green, which is actually really sweet with Sir Faren, because Sir Faren will be a 3/2, which means it pumps more when it attacks. So hopefully my opponent just goes for Yarick here, doesn't have much of a follow-up. Or I guess they could have a giant 5/5 flyer. That's problematic. Kind of didn't see that one coming, really. Alright, into a land. Guildgate. Huh. Well, that was unexpected. Well, what we can do here, though, is go Nissa. Untap a land. Yeah, Nissa... Untap a land, attack with everything, give, I guess, the land plus whatever. And then we could Giant Growth this, but that's kind of, that just trades for the Cavalier, which is pretty annoying. Could also set up a little bit more this turn and just take a hit for 5. Could also activate this. Are they going to be able to kill Nissa if I just play Nissa here? Can I untap with a Nissa? Because I can go Pelt Collector, Paradise Druid. I can do that anyway, right? Yeah, I'm going to leave Nissa a little bit exposed here. So plus, make a land. Should I just attack with this land and then Giant Growth? Or should I just play more things onto the board? Killing this is fine, but if they send it over here, that's fine too. I'm going to just play more creatures out and hope they don't have like some big sweeper. If they do, we're in a lot of trouble. Like a Massacre Girl would just wreck our day here, I think. No attacks this turn. Alright, what's gonna happen? Beanstalk Giant. Okay, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Assassin's Trophy Nissa, sure. Got a little bit of value off of Nissa there. That was fine. And then another Mana Dork. And I imagine this 5/5 staying on defense. But now we have the mana to go Giant Growth plus Vivien to shoot it down. Or we could actually go Vivien plus here. And then attack with everything. and then keep Giant Growth up just to kind of interact, right? Anything they block, Giant Growth would be big enough to kill, as long as I go here. I mean, the question is, do I want to just kill this Cavalier? Alright, I'm going to play Vivian. My opponent's holding back on this Yarick. I'm going to go +1. Oh, they gain Trample till end of turn. I forgot about that. Alright, 2 counters, submit, and then this has to be what? 4. Oh, it has to have actual counters to gain Trample. My opponent also might not attack. Attack with this. Still has Vigilance. I'm going to give this plus whatever. And then, am I okay trading Paradise Druid? Nah. So I'm going to attack with these 3, give Pelt Collector +5/+5. Doesn't have Trample, so I imagine Fibblethip's going to block Pelt Collector. My opponent's checking to see if it has Trample. And then Cavalier of Gales might block something, but I don't think Incubation Druid will. Alright, so now we're gonna blow the Giant Growth here to kill their Cavalier, and this lets Vivian stay in play as well. So not a terrible turn for us at all. We are empty-handed, though, and the Cavalier shuffles back. Still very dead to a Massacre Girl. The good news being that my opponent doesn't have much going on. I like the double scry to the bottom, though. I mean, what happens if they play Beanstalk Giant here? They have a giant creature. Vivian is currently enough to kill that creature, because the Beanstalk Giant would be a 5/5. We'll see, though. We'll see. I can't imagine they just play Yarick here unless they have a super strong like effect in hand. They have tons of mana. Oh, Gadwick for 1 million? Oh, boy. Alright, Gadwick into land, I'm guessing. Ugin. So how much damage do I have on board? This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then this gives +7. So I just Ugin this down, and then plus counters. My opponent has no mana up. There we go. Sir Faren pushing in that extra 7 damage here. Might see a concession, but the Ugin's going to go ahead and kill Gadwick here, get the blocker out of the way, and then we're going to attack with everything. And bam! You didn't get to see it, but it was about to happen. Alright, Vivian being the showstopper here. Well, that played out way better than I thought it would. You can see kind of what Brawl is all about based on this video. This is like a good indication of Brawl. Like, you see a lot of kind of 2-mana ramp spells into powerful effects, right? I think every single one of my opponents, except the Tajik player, played like a turn 2 Signet or a turn 2 Leafkin Druid or a turn 2 Paradise Druid. We ourselves have the turn 2 ramp as well, and we got lucky with a turn 1 Gilded Goose a couple times as well. So, not going to act like we just used our skill to win all those games, but the last couple ones, I think we did pretty well there. And yeah, green's powerful. Sir Faren, cool commander. For Brawl, not the best card in the world, not the most busted green creature, right? I mean, Yorvo probably gets the job done in the same kind of way, but Yorvo's not as cool. So yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it. Quick video, I don't even know what else to say. But yeah, I guess thanks for hanging out. Again, if you like this Brawl content, if you want to see more on Wednesdays, let me know, and I'll do my best. I did have someone post in the comments that they would like to see deck lists. Maybe I can post a deck list. I'm not 100% sure how to go about doing that, like where to go and type it up and all that stuff, but it's something I can look into, or if you have any insight on how to do that, that'd be pretty cool. Here's kind of the game finishers we didn't see here. Biogenic Upgrade and Bounty of Might, both really, really sweet effects with Sir Faren. And then we got to see most of the other stuff in action. Ugin coming down is kind of a just catch-all answer, which mono green doesn't have a lot of ways to deal with. And then the Planeswalkers just really pulling their weight. Nissa's super powerful, gives you a bunch of extra mana, makes a bunch of attackers. Vivian functions as removal while also growing our Sir Faren, right? But yeah, if you want to see more Brawl content, let me know in the comments below. If you just in general enjoy watching Mana Rocks, you can let me know that too, and I will appreciate it. And then find us on Twitter, MTG_. Mana Rocks, thanks for hanging out. It's been short, but it's been sweet.